Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the first video of Thursday. There's still a lot of things to break down, news and information wise, and I'll be trying to do that over the next few days. So probably, and fingers crossed, hopefully by Sunday, I've completed all the coverage I need to. Although there will be, I think, a special spotlight or something maybe on Sunday. Hold fire on that. It's just a very busy time, and whilst I'm recording this, it is 11 PM UK time, and I need to get some sleep because I'm working on a lot of things at the moment. But I want to make sure that I'm keeping up to date and also keeping everyone else up to date with information, talking about what's good, what's bad, just that you're well informed. So I'm doing my thing, right? But I appreciate everybody for the support. Anyway, we've got the metas. Victory track, then we'll talk about Gladiator circuit, then we'll talk about the store. So, first of all, we've got Mighty Charge. When performing a medium dash attack, the defender purifies all active debuffs and becoming immune to future debuffs until the dash ends. Any debuffs remaining after the purify all removed when the immunity activates. Okay, champions to take or put in defense. Would you put purifiers in there as standard, or would you go in a different way? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. And you know what I like to do? I like to create a spreadsheet for this. So that will be something I'll try to put together before next week. But it is a lot of stuff to do. We've also got dash vulnerability. While a defender is dashing forward, the attacker's attack rating is increased by 200% when landing an attack. The attacker's attack rating. While the defender is dashing forward, the attacker's attack rating is increased by 200% when landing an attack. So intercepts, dash vulnerability, intercepts. I think that's how that works. I think isn't this like the fan voted one? There's also counterpunch. When a defender blocks or auto blocks an attack, they gain unstoppable buff for 0.85 seconds. Maybe you want to have true strike, true accuracy, and general auto block counters. True sense. That could be beneficial against this. We all like a new season. There's lots of fun things that can be, coming around. Anyway, sorry, lost myself in a moment. Gladiator circuit. This is I am root. The attacker is passively rooted during the defender's special attacks. The attacker gains 1 bar of power every time the defender activates a special attack. This is the only way the attacker can gain power in this fight. Okay. Matador and Power Shield. Yes, this is the fun one. Whether or not you like this or not, well, it's yet to be seen. Trying to find the time to do Battlegrounds. Trying to find the time to do new content like the Necropolis, delve back into. Like, you've got to think about where your time's going. And that sucks, because not everybody has all the time in the world to do stuff. Anyway, if you're able to get Vibranium, you'll be able to pick up a nice little Professor X as an emote. Okay. Right. Wow. Emotes are fun. People like emoting. The major thing that I want to talk about is the store update. The store update is something that's been long requested for a long time. That's not good English, is it, Richard? The update has been something they want to, there's been stuff added and things updated. The main thing, what do I want to achieve from the Battlegrounds store and what you want to achieve may be very different. There's all the usual stuff, like here's the cost breakdowns, which I think are always interesting. Tier 5 basic, which for a Valiant player is not really, I've got those expiring. Tier 5 class catalysts, the cost is 1,250. A saving, that's a nice little saving there. Purchase limit 10, and that's 10 tier 5. What about tier 6? Tier 6 1, okay, purchase that 10 times. Cost reduced by 300. It's like it's a little bit of savings, kind of like chopped off. I'm interested with this tier 4 alpha, right? Tier 4 alpha is now added, right? 2,850 per time. Purchase 10. That's half of the tier 4 alpha per week. That's actually something that we talked about. The devaluation of the tier 4 alpha has rapidly come about. There are people at the top end of the game who spend a lot of money who have a large amount of rank 3 7 stars. I don't, but then I've got to catch up with Act 7 and I'm done. And even then, it's like, well, I've probably only got like 11 or 12. So without buying any kind of Cyber Weekend deals, which, if you know, like we've been redoing this house, so it's like, well, I've not had enough time to get as many units. That changes in the new year as I push some stuff with the channels a bit more. But that's a story for another day. 7-star shards, 10,000 a week. That's up from 5,000. I think, isn't that up from 5,000? No, let's double check that before I kind of like get that wrong. So quickly into the Battlegrounds store, and the volume of 500 per piece. Yeah, so you buy it for 10, but it's like it's up, isn't it? Yeah, it's updated now because you can get 1,000 a piece per Incursion. So it's 10,000, and the new cost is what? Okay, the new. Oh right, okay. I get how they've done it. So they've basically allowed you to purchase more, but of course it costs more as well at the same time. So there's more. There's a 7-star shard buff to things. The relic shard is going to be an interesting one that has seen a slight increase then in the volume that you can get. How many 6-star shards? Yes. Okay. So in game at the moment, you can see towards the. If I bring it close to me, there you can buy 500 a time, and you can only buy that 5 times. Right. That differs now because you are getting it. No, it's the same. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Is there? Yeah, it's just been. Sorry, that's been reduced. The 5-star relic side of things again. Slightly reduced as well. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was getting excited there. Should the cost be brought down? Maybe. Relic Tier 4 Basic Alloy. This is where things are interesting. I've been wanting to find out when Kabam are going to allow us the opportunity to take relics a little bit further. What's the most I've got on my relic right here? So I've got in game this. Thor rank relic, which is bringing relics to a further rank 4. I've not had any opportunity. Tier 3 based relic alloys is another conundrum. And did I pass that in any kind of great fashion? I must have done then. No, it doesn't seem to be there. Unless I don't have any, which could be a good kind of like signaling. Tier 3, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. No, I don't have any Tier 3 of the alloy. Maybe that's what Kabam are trying to do. They're trying to, like, I mean, put in the comments if I've missed out where we're getting the rank 4 relic alloy. Because that's not alloy. Alloy. What is it called? Yeah, the class alloy. It's another thing to remember a lot of the time. Just would be nice if it was like an easier function. Of course, if you're Paragon, things are a bit different. When it comes to 7-star shards, which I know some people will be interested in, you can only get 150 increments per time. Let's get this better into shot. 150 increments per time. Buy at 10, 1,500. And so if you're Valiant, you get more. So you might want to think about pushing up to be a Valiant player at some stage because the getting is good. And then there's further updates for other types of play wherever you're at. And of course, if you're a Paragon player looking for Tier 6 class Catalyst, which it's good to see. What's the Valiant one? The Valiant one was Tier 6 class Catalyst, 25% right there. And then you can get another one at 25%. But the cost has gone down. Further down the pecking order to those that are uncollected, you're having things added. A lot more added than I thought you were going to get added. So you've got Relic Tier 1 class Alloy Fragment Selectors, which have been added in as well. You've got some 6-star Hero Crystal Shards. They've been added. That's a new one then for uncollected. So, I mean, the getting's good to be lower and then being able to get something back. Tier 5 Basic Catalyst has been added as well to that particular amount. What else has been added? If you are a Cavalier player, You've got tier 3 alpha catalyst fragments, that's been added in. Tier 6 basic catalyst fragments. This is really important. This is helping out progression for lower players getting up and into new brackets, so to speak. And then for Thronebreaker players, you've had added in, wow, Thronebreaker players get 7-star hero crystal shards. 150 times 10, that's only 1,500, and yes, that does cost a lot of 2,000 trophy tokens, but that's interesting that they've added that. Kabam are adding more, even tier 6 class catalyst fragment selector at 5%. Again, that's another big thing to be added in. Very surprised with some of these things being added in. I know it's not much, but it's something they've added in, which again, like, I just didn't think Kabam would actually do something like this. Either way, there's some good things across the board that have been added in. Whether or not you like it or not, it's still an update. I see a lot of decent things within there. I definitely like the value increase the value decrease to things like the tier 6 class catalyst. The tier 4 alpha fragments being added in is a nice little touch. And I'm sure that it will get better down the line. Even the relic shard reductions are welcomed, and the addition of that brand new tier 4 basic alloy allows players to at least start getting close, especially for free to play. If it's not available, if it's Spender's got access to things earlier, at least starts allowing players to start climbing up with improving things. And that could be a big thing for improving prestige with characters, or just, you know, damage with relics and potential of relics. Anyway, that's been it for the video. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all in the next video, whatever I'm covering. Bye bye for now.